Hi, I'm Kevin La Peña, and I've been a triathlete for 2 years. So it was one weekend morning. This was a normal training day in preparation for one of my races last year. And I was cycling downhill really fast at that. And I've gone down this road maybe about 1,000 times before, and it was just a perfect accident where while I was going downhill, a truck suddenly came out from an intersection, which was something that I didn't anticipate at all. I had to steer away really quick, which caused me to fly off my bike. And that's as far as my memory takes me.
从这次的事故中 ，Kevin 受了很多伤。
Aside from the multiple injuries I've sustained, deep lacerations on both my knees, my wrist, all over my palms, all over my arms, my hands. A really deep laceration on my elbow, and a big portion of my skin taken off from my right shoulder.
Kevin 在这事故中所受的伤需要正当的护理，而 Manila Doctors Hospital 创伤护理单位的主治医生 Glenn Angelo Genuino 是一位整形外科医生，他要为我们讲解如何做正当的伤口护理。
In managing wound, one of the most important things we have to consider is we do not only treat the wound itself. It's a dictum for us wound care specialists to treat the entire patient, not just the wound. We as wound care specialists, we have to investigate the possible cause. You know, the common conception, that's just a wound, it's skin deep only. But now, wound care is actually involves a lot of science. And there's a systematic approach already to managing these wounds.
当伤口没有被妥善处理而导致感染时，可能会出现一些症状。
In terms of complications, we could lump them both into two categories. Complications would be functional and cosmetic, the appearance. Of course, one of the possible complications of these wounds, whether acute burns or chronic wounds, would also be mortality. The patient passing away because of the systemic complications of the wounds. But that's the gravest complication. But for function, when the wound heals and there's a scar that's big, or it crosses a joint, or it could actually limit the movement. Other areas where function is very important. Of course, we could not set aside the cosmetic complications, because sometimes the patient survives the wound and then later on the wound's healed, and yet the scar, actually the cosmetic appearance has a tremendous impact on them.
因为 Kevin 有去复健，所以很幸运地避免了一些症状发生。虽然伤疤仍然存在，也已经影响不了 Kevin 了。不过，它是那场意外的记号。
So it's really reintroducing movement again and getting used to the motion after the accident. What I'm really careful about now is that, you know, when I lift weights, I try to make it a point not to lift too heavy or to overstretch my injured arm.
我们得记住，伤不仅是皮肤表面的伤而已，有些伤口是因为某个疾病而出现的。
Sometimes these wounds are more deep-seated than just a skin lesion. And it would be best that proper consultation be done for the diagnosis of the cause of the wound. In this present day of a more scientific and systematic approach to wound management, wound care centers or clinics like what we have here in the Manila Doctors Hospital, we have a scientific and a systematic approach, a comprehensive approach to diagnosing the wounds and managing these wounds with the now available advanced or more current wound care products and devices available.
正当的护理伤口不仅能照顾伤口和病人，不论受伤或手术造成的伤口能痊愈，还需要最佳的健康状态。
There are two parts about it, two main parts. Number one, your physical health. That definitely plays a huge part in it. But aside from that aspect, it's definitely all in the head. You have to have this drive, you have to have this fire in you, you have to have this mindset that would allow you to be focused on getting better.
This segment is brought to you by Manila Doctors Hospital.